Inferno wave scouting. It's quite simple. Log out right before the end of a wave that will be succeeded by a difficult wave. Make sure you see the "Your logout has been received" message in the chat box that states the minigame will be paused at the end of the current wave. Complete the current wave, log out in a good spot, record your screen, log in, click log out once until you see the same message, then log out as soon as the NPCs spawn. From here, we'll have a snapshot of the wave and can determine a solve for it. All waves in the Inferno are static, meaning if you log out during a wave and have to start it over, the NPCs will spawn in the exact same positions. Nibblers are the exception here, as they continue to spawn in random spots and can go to whatever pillar they want. If the spawn looks difficult, use the Inferno line of sight tool I linked in the description to work out a solve. Place the NPCs in the correct spawn positions and move the cyan square, which represents your character, in the spots you think will be best for a solve. It can be tricky to use at first, but is a very powerful tool for solving difficult waves. When you're ready to tackle the wave, log back in and give it a go. If you only have a blob or a melee in your line of sight to start a wave like I do here, you can actually guarantee a nibbler clear, as I did here by logging out right after a missed one-shot. This is very helpful if the health of your pillars are low. This can even be done with Blood Barrage to heal back up to 99 HP between waves. Just make sure you're logging out before the NPC can hit you, otherwise you'll be stuck in the wave. That's essentially it. It might seem like a lot at first, but it's easy to do once you get it down. You can even practice this on waves 1 and 2 with minimal gear. My last few tips are as follows. 1. This method is best for those who already have a basic understanding of the Inferno with a restricted or low level account. Learning to do the Inferno properly will always trump this method for high level accounts, but I'm not here to tell anyone how to play the game. 2. Always keep your prayer up between wave scouts. Any projectiles coming at you as you log out will still register damage. Be sure to top off your HP before each wave because of this. And 3. Get proficient with the line of sight tool. Having a confident solve using that tool will save you the headache of having to run through all of the early waves again because you blanked. If you want to see more wave scouting examples, stick around as I do waves 55 through 65 from this run. Wave 55 could have been a simple off-tick solve for the mage and blob, but I showcased some west pillar tech instead after using the line of sight tool. If you ever need to reposition your character, log out after moving about every 5 tiles to get where you need to be. This position allowed me to guarantee a nibbler clear. Here's a good example of taking damage after logging out. I'm praying mage but get hit by a range attack. Even though I logged out before I took damage, the damage still registers. I went to the west pillar again after consulting the line of sight tool, as starting a wave underneath the NPC will not allow them to attack you until they get in a position to. Perfect for nibbler clears. I ended up scuffing this wave pretty badly and lost an entire brew because of it. Wave 57. Here's why having the logout timing down as the NPC spawn is crucial. I was distracted and missed my window to log out in time. Having basic Inferno fundamentals down can save you in this situation. Luckily I was able to save west pillar in time, as all 3 are incredibly useful for wave scouting until about wave 63. Wave 58. This one was a simple solve. Remember, you can guarantee a nibbler clear here with the melee in the northeast position if needed. Wave 59. Another simple solve. We love those. I ended up freezing the Northwest Bat here. They are absolute menaces for low defense builds if you can't off-tick them. Wave 60. Here's where it starts getting really fun. I wasn't able to get a clean freeze on the nibblers, and I didn't want to get pulled south twice trying to kill them. Don't sell out for healthy pillars this late. This is why we focus them early. Wave 61. My nerves were starting to get to me last wave if you couldn't tell. The beauty of wave scouting is that you can stay logged out and get your heart rate back down if needed. With only being in line of sight for a blob and melee this wave, I was able to log out late after not one-shotting the nibblers. You'll notice one still took a chomp out of my pillar. This is the main reason we log out as fast as possible. Late logouts are detrimental to your pillars. Wave 62. Waves 62 and 63 are the hardest in my opinion. Have your solve well thought out in the line of sight tool before attempting the next few waves, as they can go sideways very quickly. I got a very humble spawn here, and I was able to reset and guarantee a nibbler clear. Wave 63. I could not have asked for a better spawn here. If you don't get a great spawn and can't guarantee a nibbler clear on this wave, don't stress over giving up south pillar or west pillar. Do whatever you can to clear this wave. You're so close to that Inferno cape. If you made it this far, start getting excited. Wave 64. Don't start getting too comfortable here. The next two waves are still difficult. I ended up moving to west pillar on this one to guarantee a nibbler clear. Wave 65. As wave 66 is double major, this will be the last wave you need to scout. You don't even need to clear the nibblers unless they go for your north pillar. Have full HP for this wave and pray you don't get double north rangers if praying mage. I've seen many debates on what to pray for this wave. Are you team mage pray or team range pray for wave 65? Let me know in the comments. If you stuck around this far, I really appreciate you giving this video the time of day. If you have any questions about this method, I'll try my best to answer all the questions in the comments. If you have any good pointers to share, I'll pin them. I personally like to practice triple jads and Zuck by using the Inferno trainer tool before starting wave 66. It even has an option for one defense spears. I'll link it in the description. If you're wondering how the rest of this run went, here you go. Thank you again for watching. Not too shabby.